Well, it turns out that the nice guy really isn't a nice guy. Like at all. So imagine my surprise when I'm innocently just scrolling on TikTok and I'm hit with this information that our sweetie patootie pie Pookie Bear Wreck-It Ralph Trevor is not so sweet after all. Oh, and yeah, I heard about Jeremy too, and we're gonna talk about both of them. But before we do, let me just remind you, everything said in this video is alleged. There are screenshots, there are pictures, but it is still a he said, she said, I guess, and I don't want to get sued, so everything is alleged. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Okay? With that being said, let's start with Trevor, because y'all know I had a big fat crush on him. But I'm pretty sure every Love is Blind girly had a crush on him because he just came off so sweet, so endearing, so caring, just a lovely guy, a big teddy bear. I personally liked him because he came off so genuine. He fell in love with Chelsea. He didn't even need any other date with any other girl because he just knew she was the one. He was so decisive. He was so emotionally intelligent. He wasn't afraid to cry. And when he got dumped, he was so caring, sweet, gentle, empathetic. I was like, wow. Where do I find a Trevor? Well, guess what, Buttercup? We've been duped. By the way, I just have to quickly give credit to a TikToker named Storytime with Ricky, because that's where I got all my information. So, apparently, Love is Blind Season 6 was filmed at the end of March 2023. Alright? So his ex-girlfriend decided to come on out and expose his ass for going on the show for clout. And actually, they were both in on it. So they were both in a relationship before the show, during the filming of the show, and after the filming of the show. They were actually in a relationship up until a few weeks before the show aired this year, in February. She released their text messages and he was texting her up until the show took away all their phones. So let's read them together, shall we? March 26th. I love you so much, honey. I'm excited for it, but more excited to get back to you after and start our life together. Heart emoji. Did you land? Just did. Did you find other people on the plane that are doing the show? The guy of first asked, though, talk to me the whole— What the f? Learn how to type, Trevor. And established why we are here and agreed on it. And what was that? No matter what, we are not getting married, lol. Nice. Every guy here is 6 feet up and tall. Damn, so they're picking better looking guys. Any other guys that actually work out? None as big as me, but all in decent shape. Better looking guys mean better looking girls. Winky face. I lose my phone soon. Love you. Okay. You too, Baloo, heart. Pumpkin pies. I'll be right here. Talk to you in a few weeks. I'm gonna miss you so much. Then the next time he texts her is April 5th. Now remember, Trevor didn't go on to the Dominican Republic because Chelsea dumped him in the pods and he didn't make any other connections, so he was sent home. So I'm assuming that he got his phone back and he immediately texted his girlfriend. Nala, do you still love me? Smiley face. Pumpkin, I'm crying. Can I call you in 30 minutes? I missed you so much. I love you more than anything in this world, and I'm gonna marry you. I can't wait. It's all I've been thinking about the past 10 days. This experience was absolutely f***ing insane and couldn't have gone any better if I planned it. But you were on my mind every second of it. I'm really excited to hear about it. I want to meet Roman, whoever that is. I worried some. Do these people not know how to type? Like, what the f*** is this? But I know you love me, and it makes me really happy to know that you were thinking of me. He responds to her text where she said she was worried, and he goes, never, forever and a day, my love. And then she responds to, I want to meet Roman, and she says, really? So Roman must be somebody in her life. I don't know. But he goes, yes, I'm in the van being driven to the airport by staff now. That's why I can't call, just FYI. It's been a long 10 days, and I was prepared to wait 10 more. I can wait 30 minutes. So Andrew from season 3, that's the guy with the eye drops who pretended to cry, remember him? I'll be depicted as him, but in the kindest, most genuine way possible, with the cutest story you could ever come up with. So you proposed and she said no. How cute? No, I didn't get to the point of proposing, but she left me on the last day for another guy. Her name was Chelsea. Chelsea also passed away today. Cry face, cry face. I didn't want the first thing I texted you to be, call your mom, but it was yesterday. I talked to her a couple times. She's doing okay. I talked to her, but yeah, the girl who was my final match was named Chelsea, and I gave her Chelsea's collar as my item. That's very cute. I hope you know how much I love you and had to pretend that this wasn't real life to say anything I said. It's okay, Pumpkin. What the fucking fuck? So some of you might be wondering, why is the ex-girlfriend now coming out with all of this? Well, allegedly, it's because he ghosted her and then dumped her right before the show aired. Now let's read these text messages. I don't say that with anger, Trevor. I have nothing but care and love for you. Over the last 9 days, I've had many sleepless nights and a pain in the pit of my stomach because I feel like I've lost my best friend. However, I feel that you already know what you want based on your silence, so I'm prepared for the worst. You've made me wait 7 days without speaking a word to me. You can wait till tomorrow. I will text you in the morning. I don't want to have this talk, sad face emoji. Why would you want to hear what I have to say after I've treated you like that all week? Because I want you to give me the respect I deserve instead of treating me like this. I do respect you. I wouldn't intentionally ruin things and push you away if I didn't know that you deserve 10 times better than me. Aw, how frickin' sweet. So yeah, allegedly, Trevor is a fraud. Also, speaking of Andrew from season 3, I don't know if everybody knows this, but he did an interview much later, probably after his contract ended, and he said that he did the show as a social experiment. That he had a girlfriend the whole entire time, she knew about it.
I got an innocuous little DM from a casting producer at Kinetic Content. She was casting for a show called Love is Blind. Despite this absurd premise, I continued listening. And as I listened, I was both terrified and intrigued. On the one hand, it made me incredibly nervous to think about the idea of proposing to a stranger on live television. On the other hand, it was a rare opportunity to have a unique experience, make new friends, and get a little bit famous. So my curiosity eventually got the better of me, and I decided to do it. The first plot twist of my story came in the 4 months between casting and filming, when I met the love of my life, Kate. Is an incredible human being who shares my love for novelty and new experience. And so she agreed to let me do the show, as long as I didn't end up married to anyone. And so it sounded simple enough to me. It was an acting job for a background character role that paid minimum wage with free drinks.
And he's engaged to her right now. So what the fucking Netflix? Do some more research on who you cast on the show. Everybody is trying to get clout now because Love is Blind is so big. I mean, it feels like Johnny and Jimmy are the only good ones right now. Like, what the freak? Johnny and Jimmy? I mean, Jimmy's an angel compared to these two now. Now let's talk about Jeremiah. So allegedly, Jeremy was engaged when he applied to be on the show. His ex-fiance's mother posted in some Facebook group. Remember how on the show he said he just sold his house and he's now living in a rental and he wants to wait to buy his next house until he finds his future wife so that they can pick out the house together and decorate together and do all these sweet lovey-dovey things together. Bullshit. Well, his ex-fiance's mother confirmed that the house that Jeremy sold was his and his fiance's house. Jeremy left out that teeny tiny little detail in the pods. Then the ex-fiance herself joined in on the Facebook conversation and confirmed all of this. She said if anybody needs proof, she can provide it. I mean, yeah, he was technically single during the filming of the show, but it kind of looks like he broke it off and sold the house as soon as he found out he was cast. So does this mean that had he not been cast, he still would have been with his fiance and gotten married? Now, he did make a response video, and according to him, he said everybody in the pods knew that he was engaged. This was not a new story. He didn't hide it, but the producer or the editing team just chose to leave that out. He also made it very clear he did not apply to be on the show. A casting producer reached out to him on Instagram. And also, when he was interested in filling out the application, he wasn't living with anybody. He was living alone. So Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I feel like that didn't really answer the big questions. I mean, okay, you were living alone, but were you engaged? Whatever, he sucks. Oh, and Jessica was seen hanging out with Harry Jowsey from, what's that show? Hot is Too Hot? Too Hot to Blind? Hot is Too Hot for whatever the fucking other Netflix show is. Too Hot to Date or something like that. I don't know how this guy gets all the hottest girls. I literally, I don't know. I cannot understand it. But yeah, she was seen frolicking with him in the beach. So there's that. So yeah, the quote nice guys of this season turned out to be a big old pile of horse shit. Allegedly. Well, what are your thoughts on this shit show? Let me know down in the comments and I will talk to you in my next recap. Bye!